Hey there, beautiful and beloved Roz Clark of Destiny Game Changers here on a what? It is a Win Wednesday. And what do we do on Win Wednesdays? We work it now. And so I'm going to revisit a topic that I get so much feedback from every time I teach it and all these questions, and it just resonates. And so I know how important it is. And so that it is this: you can control your calendar. You can control your calendar. And more importantly, you must control your calendar, because if not, life just keeps coming at you and happening. And you're just like, Psh, what? Psh, what? What do I react to next? Instead of being really clear on how you control your calendar. Oh, that was a whole bunch of C's, but it's important. You have to be so clear on how you control your calendar. And so I'm going to go with one more C, because this is the first point and the starting point of controlling your calendar, and that is getting centered. Start your day getting centered. It is so critical, so important, such a game changer. If you just start your day getting centered, you will become in control of what happens through the rest of the day. And then the more you work out your calendar, again, the more you're in control. But this whole idea and concept of getting centered, it's so interesting. I know probably a lot of you are like me, like, okay, I am so not a morning person. And I wasn't a morning person for years. And by nature, I am a night owl. I love the night. Even, when I had my children, my favorite feeding was like that 3 a.m. nursing, when it was just so beautiful and so calm and so serene, and it was just me and my newborn child, and that was just one of the most amazing times in my life. And I still love the evening, but because of what I do, I can't stay up all night like I used to, and so I had to make a decision to be intentional about becoming a morning person. And I actually made the shift quicker than I thought, easier than I thought, but it was all because I started my days being centered. So when I wake up, the first thing that I do is hydrate, grab a little bit of water, and start writing. That's the very first thing I do, is I journal first thing in the morning. So it's kind of a download of, what I may have dreamt, what's coming up for me, what I know I need to do. And so my days and nights are so intentional, but we're going to just talk about right now, just starting your day being centered. And so that's how I center. And then I move through and do a little movement and yoga and in my prayer practice and my meditation practice. So I'm so centered and so clear before I start the day. And so I'm not responding to anybody else's agendas. I'm centered on and clear on mine. And as those of you who follow me know, that I have during the weekdays the game changer question. So that is the first time I touch anything that is electronic, and I go in and I tweet the game changer question, because now I'm serving. I've moved from being centered into serving, and so it's very purposeful and intentional on how I do it. But again, like I said, I'm so clear before I even start that. And interestingly enough, because usually that's the only thing, and then I come back out of the viral community. But this morning, it was interesting because I had set my intention last night to reach out to a friend of mine who I hadn't been in contact with in a while. And I was just thinking about her, and I said, okay, tomorrow I'm going to reach out and just say, hey, how are you? And what was the thing that came up in my feed when I went to do my game changer question? There she was. So because I was already being intentional, I did reach out and say, hey, great to see you. This is what I was thinking about. But again, my day starts with getting centered, and I would encourage you to do the same. It'll just change your life. that if you focus on what's important to you, what you want to accomplish, how you want to move forward, it'll change your life. It'll change the trajectory of your day. It'll just make such an incredible difference. So just getting centered. And then you choose when to engage. So like I said, my choice is that I do my game changer question, but then I don't answer emails. I don't look at emails. I'm very specific about when I finally start looking at other people's agendas. I'm very clear on what mine is first. And so that's what I want you to get present with is you get to choose. You're not a Pavlovian dog. If it goes ding, you got to go blah, blah, blah. You don't have to do that. You can say, this is not the time that I answer I answer stuff on social media. I answer my emails. I whatever. This is my time to get clear on what the order of my day is. So I'm going to leave it at those two really simple things. The first thing is get centered. And then the second thing is you choose when you want to engage and how you want to engage and how long you want to engage. And when you start doing that, it's an absolute game changer. And I'll give you just a tidbit of the last one because you already heard it. What I do at the end of the day is I set my intention for the next day. So I'm very clear on what's going to happen the next day. My outfits are already chosen, so I'm not waking up in the morning saying, oh, what am I going to do? I'm clear on what I'm going to eat. So I'm not like, what do I want to eat? And then I make a poor eating choice. I make those decisions. So I'm already clear of setting my intentions for the next day. So that's the bonus offer. The bonus of information is that at the end of the day, you get clear on what the next day is. So it is, you wake up in the morning, you get centered, and then you make the choice of when and how you want to engage. And because of the night before, you've already set your intention on what the next day is going to be. That day will flow. And sure, things come up, but again, you get to make the choice. If the phone rings, it doesn't mean you have to answer. As a matter of fact, when I'm working, especially when I'm writing, I turn my phone off. So, I'll check it within 50 minutes or in an hour, I'll look, but then I can make some choices because I have to stay focused in what I'm doing. And I'm so intentional about how I serve and how I write. And then I do have times where I'm like, okay, let me go into the private Facebook group and see what my tribe is talking about and how I can serve them and how I can answer them and how I can support them and help them, and so I'm intentional so that when I'm there serving my tribe, that's where my energy is. That's where my intention is. And that's a beautiful thing so that you're not, this fire came up, that fire came up and you're reacting. You're like, no. And so then if a real fire does come up, you have such a presence and such a peace that you can deal with whatever comes up in a really effective way. And so, again, you just have that clarity. Clarity is key. It just makes all the difference in the world. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to get disciplined. And so, again, if you're not a morning person, it's not that bad. I promise you. So don't be afraid. Just start making those changes and then determining how that better serves you. Like, how does this best serve me? How does it best serve me in doing what I want to do and accomplishing what I want to accomplish and learning what I want to learn? And, again, even in this kind of work, because just like you guys follow me and watch me, I do the same. There are certain people that I follow and I study and I want to see what they're doing and what's going on in their world. So the more I learn, the more I can serve you. I'm an avid reader, so I have blocked out time just to read. So as I control my calendar, that's how I control it. I even schedule rest because if I don't, I will just keep going. I'm like the Energizer Bunny, so I have to put on rest, on my calendar, rest. And so that's how you start moving forward in your day, moving forward with intention so that you can live a life filled with joy and vibrancy and purpose. And so start taking control of your calendar. Get really focused, get really clear, and then be okay with telling people, I can't help you right now. I can't do that right now. I can't address that right now. And I know sometimes that kind of stuff can be scary, but it'll change and people will respect it. And when you are present with them, you're more fully present with them. But you're not just like, hey, Roz, can I talk to you for a minute? Not now. Let me get back to you. The phone rings. I don't have to pick it up. I don't even have to look at it, or I turn it off. So all of those things. So give yourself permission to control your calendar, to take control of your life so that you can get really clear and begin to be more successful, to begin to serve better, to begin to manifest and create those things in your life that are important to you. And you've got to schedule that stuff to make it happen. And so as I was talking about being an avid reader, I want to offer you a book that I wrote called Conquering Fear with Faith, 30 Days of Meditation and Affirmation. It is a game changer. It is a life changer. And that can be part of your morning practice, that you get centered, because there's a lesson and then a mantra that you can do throughout the day. So it's a way of helping you set and center, center and set your intentions for the course of your day. So there's a link below. Just go to the link. It's 2 clicks, no cost to you. It's my gift to you. Download the book and start that practice for 30 days so that gets to be how you start moving into it. And I cannot tell you how many people have told me how this book has changed their lives, changed the way that they thought, changed their discipline, and really did help them move up beyond fear and limiting beliefs. And so this can become your practice as you center in the morning, as you begin to control your calendar and take control of your life and live your best and highest version of yourself, because that's what I want for you. And so I offer a whole lot throughout on various platforms. So follow me at Roz, R-O-Z, Roz Divination, at Facebook, at Instagram, at Twitter. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit me up on LinkedIn, E-I-E-I-O. But I'm here to serve you. I'm excited about seeing you grow, you evolve, you change, and you taking control of your calendar and your life and your purpose and your destiny. It's just such an amazing way to live life, to live a life full of joy and vibrancy and purpose, and it's just freeing. It's just such an amazing gift. So it is my honor and my privilege to serve you and to help you on that path. Know that I believe in you. I love you. I am rooting for you. I want the very, very best for you. So again, I'm Roz Clark from Destiny Game Changers, reminding you to think big and dream even bigger. I love you. Have an awesome day, week, evening, whatever continent you're on. Enjoy. Peace and blessings.